Hello everybody, I'm Nicole from the Haliburton County Public Library, and today we're going to be doing a Mother's Day craft. So here's what today's ends up looking like. And here's what you're going to need. You'll need a box of some sort. So I have this, it's left over from something else. So you can also buy a box from wherever, plain one. You can just reuse one like I am, up to you. It is getting decorated. You'll need some paint, whatever colors you desire, hot glue stick, hot glue gun, pipe cleaners, a paintbrush. You'll also need a dish of some sort and some water. Also some paper towels and scissors. So some pom-poms, some pipe cleaners, some googly eyes, and something to cover your workspace with. You're going to want a bag to cover your workspace so you don't get paint on it. Last year I did a Mother's Day craft as well, and it had to do with the box. I find it's really nice because you can personalize it towards any person. So that's the reason I keep going back to the box. We're just gonna add a couple of extra things to it, so let's get started. So I have a plastic bag down. I also have it's from a cookie container, but using that to hold some of my paint because I am adding some water to it. I start on the bottom. It's the spot I don't see very often, so I use it as kind of a testing area to make sure I have everything the way it's supposed to be. So my box does have writing on it. I'm not too concerned about that showing through because I don't really care. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking some gold, some silver, and some white. Okay, and I just have a little bit of water in my kettle. It's not hot, I was just using it to hold the water. I'm gonna add just a little bit. I just want it thinned out a bit. Different colors have different pigmentation to it. So some may need less, some may need more. So what I want is to kind of paint it on. That needs a little bit more. I want to see just a little bit of grain from the wood through it. If you're doing a box and it doesn't have wood grain, you can just go straight paint. So I'm just going to coat it in the white and then wipe it off. I just want a little bit, and then I will show you how I'm going to work this. So I'm going to wait for that to dry. It won't take long with the water added to the paint. It dries really quickly. And then I'm going to coat the sides in white and then do the same with the silver. And I'm leaving these straps on it. I'm leaving that for now. I'm going to be doing something else to that, so I'm just leaving that alone. Okay, so I'm gonna let this rest and dry out. Then I'm gonna check it, make sure it's covered the way I want, and then probably maybe do a second coat. So I'll be back after that. Okay, so I have actually done a second coat of the silver. So I'm going to move on. It's still a little bit wet, but I want to add the next part so that it can dry while the rest of that's drying. So I have some black, and I'm just going to put the black right into a tray. I'm going to paint the straps of this solid black without any water added, just a good solid black. And I'm gonna make sure I get to the sides here. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for those pieces to dry and then continue on. Okay, so that part's dry. The outside of the box is dry now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take in that tray there. So in the tray, I have that gold and the water I mixed in. It's not as watered down as the other paints. So what I'm gonna do, so I mixed it up. I'm gonna paint the inside of the box so it's not, so that it's covered. But the gold's already a nice color. I'm just adding just a little bit. Okay, so that inside painted. I'm gonna move on to the last bit of painting I wanna do. That's inside this lid, but I'm gonna do it a little differently. So what I wanna do is actually cover the sides of this. So this is gonna be similar to the design I've done on Mother's Day last year. There's really no rhyme or reason in the amount or the place I put it. I did do it in a style where I know it's gonna mix well, but that's all I did. So. So, I'm gonna leave that to dry. It will take a lot longer than my other things today. Not too concerned with that, but I'm gonna leave that dry and we're going on to the next step. So these are the example ones I had done for the pipe cleaner. So nice little butterfly, nice little rose. They are meant to be little rings. However, they look amazing on the box. I'm gonna do a couple of those, and I tend to leave this like this. It looks nice. So to make the rose, you need 1 green and you need 6 of 1 color. I didn't have a lot on that, so you can do blues. And I'm going to do a couple roses, so I'm just gonna pull them pipe cleaners for that as well. So you start with a set of 6. You line them up as best you can so that they're even. So full pipe cleaners are about 12 inches, which is what you need for this. You're gonna take them, find the middle, and this is for the ring part. So I just make a really small ring. If you're to do this as an actual ring, make sure it fits where you want on your finger. Me, I just use the very tip of my pinky. So before you bend it, you're gonna give Just a quick twist around there, so they're all line up. And then bend it around, and you're gonna do 2 twists, and then you're going to start to spread these. To make the petal part of the rose, go to the end of the pipe cleaner, and you're going to kind of twist it, turn it in on itself so that it's kind of goes into a circle, and you're going to go all the way down to the base. Okay, and you're going to do that for each individual one. Okay, so with all those curled, you're going to kind of arrange it so that it looks like a rose. And then you're going to take your green pipe cleaner, and you're going to take it and bend it very lightly, and you're going to find the center, put it around the base of the flower, give it a good twist or 2, and then you're going to curl it like you did the petals, but there's an extra step at the end. Okay, and then you're just going to take the very edge here, and you're just going to kind of point it a bit, and there you go. There's a rose ring. Like I said, I put a really small hoop on it because I'm going to be using it to decorate. If you're doing it for an actual ring, make sure it does fit your finger. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more of those, but I want to show you how to do the butterfly first. Okay, you're gonna need 2 pipe cleaners that are 12 inches. Now you can do the same color, or you can do drastic colors. The one I did in an example is 2 different colors, but the same, 2 different shades, but the same color. And then you're going to need a 6-inch, and you can use, again, whatever color you want. I'm gonna use a piece of black. Line them up again, find the center, and you're going to do the couple of twists. Okay, and then you do it to the size of your finger if you want a ring. Again, I'm just bending it around in a small hoop. 2 this way, and then 2 this way. If you're doing, this is the ring, you would put your finger in this way. So make sure one color's at the top, one color's at the bottom. Now, deciding which one you want to be the top and the bottom, whichever one you want to be the bottom, you're going to snip off, maybe 3/4 of an inch, just enough to make it just a little bit smaller than the top. And then you're just going to, again, just curl it in on itself, but make sure when you do it, pipe cleaner curl, so the outside ring goes like this. If you go the other way, it's going to be a little bit harder. And then you're going to take it and you're going to go just like so, kind of like how you did the leaf. You're just going to put a little bit of a point on it, a little more dramatic one on the bottom. Take your black pipe cleaner, or the 6-inch one, fold it in half around that, the ring, do a quick twist, and you're gonna go up from the bottom, give a couple of twists, you're gonna go up like this, okay, and you can snip it, or you can kind of give it a quick twirl. There's your butterfly. So I'm going to do a couple more, but I'm going to do it off video so that you don't have to see me do them again. So the paint on the lid is dry, and I have done up a couple more roses. So I just have a couple here. I added a stem. So I just take a long piece of green. I put it through the ring part, loop it around, a couple twists, and then just sporadically down, I just bend it and then do a twist, pull it straight, and I just do that down the stem. And then I just kind of twined it together, just so it kind of has a bouquet of roses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hot glue gun, going to glue down the ring part, and I'm going to make sure there's a lot of hot glue because and then kind of just put a couple dabs, fair size glue, just along where the stems are going to be sitting. Okay, and I'm gonna let that cool. So I'm just gonna let that cool. So another part of this craft was actually a pom-pom creature, which I kind of showed you in the what you need. So this is a pom-pom creature tiger. Really easy to make once you know how to. I'm gonna actually show you how to make this one here. You can buy kits with these in it, or you can just do, you can go out and buy just straight pom-poms, but I'm doing this from a kit, so I have a actual tigered pom-pom balls. So you'll need three 1.5 inch ones for the body and the head. You'll need three pom-poms that are 3/4 of an inch big. I have 2 that are striped, 1 that's not. You'll need a brown pom-pom that's for the nose, so it's probably 1/2 inch maybe. You'll also need 2 googly eyes, and you'll need 4 12-inch yellow pipe cleaners for the legs. You'll also need a yellow 4-inch and a black 4-inch pipe cleaner for the tail, and you'll need two 2-inch black pipe cleaners for the ears. You can do this with white glue or hot glue. I'm going to use hot glue since I already have it out and I don't have to dig out the white. So you kind of separate the ball just so you can get to the core of it. This way it sticks a little bit better, it doesn't move so much on you. Put your hot glue in, take the 2 separated parts, push them together. Press and hold if 10 seconds if you're using hot glue. Yep. And then on one end with the 2 pom-poms, you want to go kind of on an angle. Find an area, section it off, and you're going to do the same with another one. So I'm going to put this aside and wait for that to dry. So for the legs, you take your pipe cleaner and you wrap it around a pencil, this so it's even. You can do it by hand if you're really good at it, but around pencil tightly, close together, slide it off. And you can also take an end and just pull it out. That way it kind of looks like it's a pop for it. I'm just still waiting for this to cool down a bit. Take the ear pieces, which is the 2-inch pieces. You're gonna bend it so there's a loop, and you're gonna twist the ends together. Go, and that's for the ears. So for the tail, take the 2 4-inch pieces, the yellow and the black, and you're gonna twist them together. You're gonna leave one end so they're kind of sticking out, and the other end I've actually kind of bent just so that it's not so pokey. Okay, so that's cooled. So what we're gonna do, take the 2 stripes, they go up like that, the plain yellow one goes down below. You're gonna take the brown one and you're gonna put it kind of between the 2 top. So I'm gonna let that be for a minute, and we're gonna put the legs on. So you just kind of push it in. Also kind of pushing the end of it through the ball a bit. Okay, and the tail you just kind of do the same. Separate a bit, hot glue, shove the tail in. Okay, I'm gonna put the eyes on, small dab. Okay, so that is my tiger. So that's it. Just gonna stick these guys in here. I also have a couple more of the flowers I'm just gonna put in. And then that is it. I did the colored top so that when you open it, it's nice. You can also, on this one, you can flip it. The only thing I have left to do is I'm gonna pull some of these strands off, hot glue off. But there we go. That's the Mother's Day craft. Okay, so that's the craft. There are lots of different ways you can do the painting. You can actually do that design on the outside it really is nice. I just wanted to do a simple backdrop for the pipe cleaner flowers. And I just like having the idea of a nice bright bottom of the lid. So, like I said, you can do the pom-pom creatures as just buying the pom-poms and the pipe cleaner separately, or you can get the kits that they sell. So